There we go. We got a hit. That was a pompano hit for sure. Yep. He's right here. When he gets close to start walking backwards, that's a good pomp, dude. That's gonna be a keeper. Start walking backwards. Watch your sand spike. He's gonna run on you again. You got him. Start walking back. Whoa! Bring him on in. Walk backwards. Walk backwards. Nice one, dude. That's a chunker. Oh my goodness. I'd take that one to a tournament.
That is sweet.
That's a good one, guys. That's gonna be lunch for sure. Look at the mouth on that thing.
He's like great.
All right.
Sweet.
So I pulled that one out and I hit it right there in that dark spot.
Yep.
So we're just gonna keep doing that. Got a chunker here, guys, on that white float hook. That guy's 2.5 pounds all day. He will go in the box. That will be lunch for our clients. Nice one. Hit some fish gum and a shrimp. That was on the 27-pound Perdido leader, the Blue Current. Single drop. Got a lot of sandbar structure here in front of us. This is where that guy was hanging out. I spotted a probably 40-inch black drum hanging on the lip about a half an hour ago. I was raking for fleas and spooked it. So we have fish in the area. Just hadn't quite turned on yet. But I think I'm gonna hang out here because I believe this is gonna be the spot. Let's chat about the Assassin rod order that's about to hit the shop any day now. This will be my second time going through these new tariffs. This is not a political video. My views of one party or the other has no merit here. These are just facts. So the first time we went through the tariffs was with the Perdido leader. I had an invoice, it was set in stone, I was ready to pay, and then I got a new invoice when the tariffs hit, and it went up quite a bit. So now we have the Assassin rod order. I was getting some great prices on these rods over the summer, and then I was passing that savings on to you guys. If you bought an Assassin from us over the summer, you know exactly what I was talking about. You were getting quality rods for like $100. That ain't gonna be the case no more. But on the bright side, I have talked to Dylan quite a bit. Dylan is my Assassin rep. A lot of you guys might have met Dylan at the weigh-in. And we talked about this, right? Like, you know, what is the right thing to do here? So the tariffs get passed to the importer, right? And so what does that importer do? They pass it right to me. They're not gonna pay it. So basically it goes like this, like now they have this percentage to pay. So now instead of this rod, let's say being $100, it's now $127 because they are putting a tariff cost on me. And then what most people are gonna do, like me, is gonna pass that tariff on to you. So who's really losing here? It's not the importer, it's the end consumer. But again, Dylan and I have talked it. He's gonna eat some of that tariff cost. I'm gonna eat some of that tariff cost. Basically, we're gonna try to split it. And that way you guys are still getting these rods at a very affordable price. I'll give you some examples here. I got the list of what I've ordered. I've got 9 6s all the way up to 12s coming. Different models, different lure capacities. But this is the first round of orders. And if you haven't seen this yet with other companies, it's because they still have back stock. They haven't had to order overseas yet. And you're probably gonna start seeing this in the fishing industry slowly start trickling in, right? So there's gonna be some rigs on the shelf. One's gonna be $6, one's gonna be $6.50. And you're gonna be like, why did that one go up 50 cents? It's because that rig maker had to order more floats, they had to order more terminal tackle, and they got hit with the tariffs. So our highest price rod that we're gonna be bringing in is gonna be sitting around $250. And that's the top of the line rod that I brought in. Most of these rods are gonna fluctuate between $150 and $180. I do have some models coming in at like $120. So a very competitive price for a quality surf rod. And we didn't have to do this, right? We could have just kept passing that tariff all the way on to you, and now you're gonna be paying $380 for a rod. But again, Dylan's eating some of that cost, I'm gonna eat some of that cost, and you guys are gonna eat a little bit of it, but not the whole thing. I just didn't see that as right. Like, you know, like, what is that accomplishing if we're just passing that tariff off to the consumer? It didn't make sense to me. So let me find my order here, and I'll let you guys know what we're bringing in. So I got some 11s and 12s coming, the EMEA models that are rated 1 to 4. Those are your pompano fishing rods, guys. I've harped hard on this, and I'm gonna keep doing it, guys. Like, we don't need a surf rod rated up to 8 ounces. Not here in the Panhandle. I rarely throw 4 ounces of weight. I'm a 2 and 3 guy. So being a 2 and 3 guy, I want a rod where those weights hit that midpoint. So those 1 to 4s are perfect. I also have some 11 and 12s at 1 to 3. I got some 9-foot 6s coming in. There are like 1/2 ounce to 2 ounce, I believe. Those are gonna be great whiting setups and lure casting rods. I got the SpinTech 11-foot 1 to 2s coming back. And I believe I even have a 12-foot 1 to 2. This will be the first round of rods that hit the shop, guys. So some of y'all might have heard me talking about the Tariffs personally, like off camera, so don't worry, we figured it out. You guys aren't gonna get your heads knocked off. I'll do a little conservation meeting today. Then we have another meeting tonight. It's a busy day. Try to record as much as I can in here. We're here at Lillian's Pizza, Perdido Key. A lot of boat captains are gonna be here, conservation people. See what we can get into. This looks like, guys, we're getting into like oyster beds, seagrass, water clarity problems, the bay systems. I really believe this is gonna be like an awareness seminar for anybody doing business on the water. Manatees, discarded fishing lines, things like that. But pretty good turnout. I am a part of Visit Pensacola and Visit Perdido Key. So both those organizations are here. I think they kind of teamed up and put this together. Let's get some pizza.
Give a shout out to Lexi and yeah, right there. And Teresa, those are our staff for today. They've been super helpful.
Keep citizen science and just volunteerism in general.
Perfect. That's fine. That's fine. And Rick and I work so much together when you see one of us.
So that was a good little event. That was, once I got there and really realized what was going on, it was a lot of opportunities to get involved. All those people are connected to Visit Pensacola. Panhandle Salt did a complete revamp with Visit Pensacola back in 2023 with their outdoor, their beach, and their fishing sections of their website. We gathered months and months of material, photos, videos, write-ups, submitted all that material into Visit Pensacola, and they used all of it, guys. So anything like beach related, outdoor related, fishing related in that Visit Pensacola website, we had a hand in doing. So we made a lot of connections through that organization while we were working on that project. So after today, listening to some of the speakers, I believe Panhandle Salt is gonna start getting into some beach cleanup events. I have a good idea of like how to do it, how to section off the beach, and maybe give some incentives to our local clientele here, like when they bring in some beach cleanup, some beach debris, then we'll take care of them here in the shop. But now I'm about an hour away from a city council meeting in Orange Beach. Orange Beach is petitioning to shut down surf fishing charters, and really they already have. As of today, if you're running surf fishing charters on Orange Beach, you can get fined up to $5,000. They're gonna bring the issue up again today in the city council meeting, I believe, to like make it official. Honestly, I don't think I'm gonna do much good, but I gotta try. Orange Beach doesn't affect me that much, like it's not a big deal. But what'll happen is if that does pass and they do shut down all surf fishing operations on the beach, then that'll spread. That'll spread in the Gulf Shores, that'll spread into Florida. So I'm gonna attempt to like cauterize that wound right now, speak my piece. I'm gonna bring up the tourism industry, how there's a potential to lose dollars by doing that, and see if I can at least get them to postpone it, to look into it further instead of just signing off. And I'm not 100% of the reasoning why they're doing this, but I can speculate. It's probably coming from complaints. Complaints from other surf fishermen, complaints from tourism, guys going out there fishing for sharks at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, things like that. There's a way to do this, guys, that you can stay under the radar. I run early morning trips and I run afternoon trips. That's it. You will never see Panhandle Salt running a trip at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. There's too many people out there. You get in and out in the morning, or you get in there where everybody's leaving. You stay away from condos. You give other fishermen their space. You give the tourist community, the visitors, their space. You conduct your business in a professional manner and you go home. So I can almost guarantee there's been complaints about this. So Orange Beach is like, simple, we'll just ban it. We'll see what happens. I'll bring you guys along as much as I can. I'm not sure how this works, if I can turn cameras on in there or not. It is open to the public though. I believe some Alabama-based surf fishing guides are gonna show up. But if we wanna do this, guys, and we wanna be respected and we wanna be looked at as like a legitimate business, then we have to be legitimate. Just because you got a cooler sticker and a few fishing rods doesn't make you a guide. You can't charge money on public beaches, on national seashores, on state parks without having a business license. State parks and national seashores, you need a commercial license. To get those commercial licenses, you have to be insured. There are steps to do this the right way, like any business, and there are ethics and guidelines to follow on the beach while you're out there. And what has happened is surf fishing charters is the Wild West. There's no regulations. Nobody knows what to do as far as FWSC or the city. So the easiest solution is just to shut it down. So we're gonna stack that too on the plate today at 5 o'clock p.m. Good evening, everybody. My name is Blaine Roberts. I own Panhandle Salt Beach Fishing in Perdido Key, Florida. So right over the border. This is concerning the ban with the commercial activities on the beach.
Subject here, we'll come to that later.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, no, I'm sorry.
Can you tell this is my first meeting? Yeah. All right. Well, that was embarrassing. I don't see anybody else here representing us, them shutting down the commercial activity on the beach. There's nobody here. There's no surf guys here. I am the only one. And I don't even live in Alabama. Now, I've learned a lot. I'm going to look up PUD when I get home. Blaine Roberts, owner and operator, Panhandle Salt Beach Fishing. My wife and I have been running successful land-based surf fishing charters in the Perdido Key, Pensacola area. We started that business in 2021. It grew. We actually opened up a physical location over the summer. So like we're all in, quit our day jobs kind of thing. And I just wanted to I don't know really what is going on with the ban, the commercial use, but I feel like that affects me, that could spread over into my territory because I'm so close. And like I am conducting business on the beach.
In Orange Beach?
No, like in Perdido Key, Pensacola. Yeah.
Comfort you.
And what I'm asking and maybe hoping that you guys could work with is create guidelines for that. And I would be more than willing to help you guys do that. I did a lot of work with Visit Pensacola in 2023, revamping their website. We did a lot of outdoor stuff and beach etiquette when surf fishing. I did a lot of stuff for them for their website with that, created videos. And I'd be more than willing to go through and just create guidelines because there's not, it's the Wild West out there with surf fishing. Basically, you can print a sticker and put it on your cooler and now you're a guide. There's no regulations. We do the business license, we do the LLC, we have insurance, any kind of business that we do on the national seashores or the state park, we have commercial permission to do that. Yes, you guys have Shell Beach though. Shell Beach is a very popular surf fishing. And yeah, the shark thing is a problem. It's a problem with us too. There's definitely people that go out there and shark fish at 2 p.m. It's not a pretty scene. But I mean,
they do it at 2 a.m. and they post it, and it's a great white.
Oh yeah.
It's not very
oh yeah.
It's
yeah.
tourism.
Oh, absolutely. And so I am not proposing shark fishing at all. But the pompano fishing, the whiting finish, the Spanish mackerel, all that stuff that we can catch. We run a lot of families with kids that don't want to get on boats, things like that. I mean, surf fishing here in Alabama is huge. Just some of the, you have almost 20,000 followers on a local page here, Alabama Surf Fishing, and those 20,000 followers aren't living here. Those are people that are coming here to surf fish, to hire guys like me to show them what to do, show them where to fish. Yes, absolutely, the right way. And that's all I ask is, maybe consider that. I would volunteer time, I'd volunteer effort to help you guys put together some guidelines that we could let that happen, pompano fishing, things like that. Got it.
It wasn't targeted, it just was part of it.
That's good to know. Yeah, because, got it. Thanks for letting me, go ahead.
Oh, thank you.
I like to say too, like in active addiction, when I stared at a bench like this, it never ended well. So I'm having little flashbacks from that if I'm stuttering at all. Like, yeah, this is usually the part where I don't go home, I'm good. I'm good now. Yeah. Absolutely. And I mean, I even have that in guidelines that I've written up that like there's certain times that we can operate early morning, sun up. I mean, my trips are 3.5 hours. Like I'm on and off the beach before most people are out of bed. And then when I'm running afternoon trips, it's like starts at 5 till sundown. So people are kind of leaving. Like you're not going to see me out there at 2 o'clock. I don't want to fight that crowd either. Like I don't want to fish in the condos. I don't want to fight the crowds. I want to be alone. Yeah. Many times over. Yeah.
Not everybody nice guys.
Yeah. Yeah. I appreciate it.
I do see the absolute value in the season where we've got up to 65 corridor people visiting here. That I do see.
Absolutely, and I appreciate you keeping it in mind. Thank you.
I appreciate you.
All right. It's a little disheartening that I was the only one to show up for that meeting. No other surf fishing guide in Alabama showed up. But on the other hand, this could be good for me. I will reapproach them. They are open to my idea about putting some regulations in place to run professional, organized surf fishing charters out there during certain times of the day. So they've asked me to put together a plan, present it to the committee, and then we'll take it from there. And what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna offer them a percentage of my trips ran in Orange Beach. So they'll actually profit from it also. I'm gonna organize some beach cleanups once a month to kind of show my appreciation for letting me conduct business out there. And we have 4 guides that work for Panhandle Salt. So us alone could take care of all the business, all the surf fishing business in Orange Beach. So that's what we're gonna do. Everybody's a surf fishing guide until things get real. They did bring up the sharks, right? They brought it up twice. Great whites being caught in Orange Beach does not go well for the tourist industry. And I understand that. No family wants to bring their kids to a beach where they're yanking in great whites. Sharks happen. It's gonna happen. You start throwing cut bait out in the Gulf, you're gonna get sharked. But any wildlife person can take a look at our gear and know that we're not purposely targeting sharks. I'm not saying it's gonna happen, it's gonna go through, but I'll definitely keep fighting for it. I believe they do see the value in it. Pompano fishing guides, whiting fishing guides, kids trips, elderly that can't get on boats. And if we're backed by the city, if we're backed by Orange Beach, and they know we're running a legitimate professional business, they'll promote us too.